Tyson Fury, your friend who you call Greedy Belly,
Yeah.
he says he's retired, then he's not, then he's retired. Now he may be coming back.
Yes, I think it's not retired. Типа завязал retired. Yeah, it's not retired. I think Tyson continue training, continue.
Oleksandr Usyk isn't buying Tyson Fury's latest retirement claims. Despite the Gypsy King's public declaration,
He's a great man. Yes, Tyson Fury a lot of speak, blah 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 blah. But it's great man. Wow.
that he's stepping away from boxing following 2 consecutive defeats to the Ukrainian champion, Usyk believes Fury is still quietly preparing for a comeback. When asked if Fury should remain retired, Usyk didn't hesitate. He made it clear he doesn't believe the former WBC champion is truly done with the sport. Usyk praised Fury, calling him a great man, albeit one who talks a lot. But the unified heavyweight champion said he suspects Fury is still in training, fueling speculation that another return could be in the works.
As a British boxing fan, all I've ever wanted to see was Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in this very stadium. Do you believe, as fans, we will see that one day? And who wins that fight if we do?
Чи вірю я в цей поєдинок, який може статися? I believe for Jesus, but maybe I today night pray for Jesus. Say, hey, Father, help me, help please these 2 guys organization this fight. Maybe it's это будет, it will be great fight. You know, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua.
After all, Fury has retired before, only to reappear in better shape and with renewed fire. Fury's second loss to Usyk in December 2024 via unanimous decision came after their thrilling first clash in May, which ended in a split decision. The defeats have cast doubt on Fury's future in the ring, yet Usyk remains hopeful that a long-discussed Fury versus Anthony Joshua showdown could still happen someday. I pray to see that fight, Usyk said, expressing a desire to witness one of the most anticipated British.
Went well, and he's going to just rest up and get back into camp.
Is it more likely that he's not really going to fight until December, realistically?
I mean, December's fine. Like, I think he'd be good to go in October probably, but whenever His Excellency, proposes a date, he'll be ready.
Boxing matchups of this era, Joshua, who also has 2 losses to Usyk, has been sidelined since being stopped by Daniel Dubois in September. That bout, which ended in 5 rounds, saw Dubois emerge as a legitimate force in the division. Now recovered from an elbow injury, Joshua is reportedly targeting a return later this year, possibly after the summer. But for now, the heavyweight spotlight belongs to Usyk and Dubois. The 2 are set to collide once again on July 19th at Wembley Stadium in one of the most anticipated rematches in recent heavyweight memory. The stakes are massive. Dubois.
The momentum he's on going into this fight is far superior than the one he was on in the first fight. Do you think that'll play a massive part in this fight?
Because he's been in with a better quality opposition and he's got experience. Listen, he went in with, going in with Usyk, he lost the fight, but he hurt him. Whatever way you want to look at it, he hurt him, and he's learned from that. I'm telling you, this next fight's going to be totally different.
Dubois currently holds the IBF belt, which he won following Usyk's temporary relinquishment after their first bout in August 2023, a 9th-round stoppage win for Usyk in Poland. Dubois has been on a roll since that loss, defeating top names like Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgovic, and Anthony Joshua. Despite often being the underdog, he has silenced critics and proven that he can overcome adversity. Promoter Frank Warren is confident in his fighter's chances, noting that Dubois has entered his last 4 fights as the underdog. And
if a rematch occurs, what does Daniel have to do differently to have his hand raised?
I think he needs to be busier. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to jab more with Usyk, because Usyk takes your jab away and then he feints and makes you, and then you start to hesitate and you don't jab. He's got to ram that jab right down the middle of his chest, just a couple of inches below his chin. you're always going to hit something. Keep stabbing that out and then drop the right hand and left hooks. He's got to throw more punches, he's got to be more assertive, and he's got to be more aggressive.
This new version, if you will, of Daniel Dubois, since he's bounced back from those defeats against, well, that defeat against Oleksandr Usyk, do you feel like it's a fight where he could stop the Ukrainian?
Listen, if Daniel hits you right, he'll knock anybody out, and that's absolutely the case. He is ferociously dangerous. He's a tremendous puncher, so have you absolutely no doubt about that. But the thing is hitting Usyk. Usyk is like he's like a bag of tricks. You know, you couldn't hit him with a handful of stones.
Won 3 of them. He's used to this, Warren said. This is familiar ground. Former world champion Barry McGuigan agrees that the rematch is far more evenly matched this time around. While he ultimately favors Usyk to win, McGuigan acknowledges that Dubois is much more dangerous now than he was in 2023. He's grown as a fighter, McGuigan said, but Usyk's intelligence is still his biggest weapon. He's too clever to get caught.
Who's going to be undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk, hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight though, what they had,
Usyk.
right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was...
If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that you would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But that wasn't a...
It wasn't low.
No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling out a low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy though.
Usyk's a good dude, he's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on his
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked him both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
me.
time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was gonna give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive as him.
You seen Ryan against Devin, right?
Caught clean by a single fight-ending punch. Still, McGuigan noted that Usyk isn't getting any younger. At 38, his reflexes may have dulled slightly, and he's endured 2 grueling fights against Fury. Dubois, in contrast, is in his physical prime and continues to improve with each outing. McGuigan believes Usyk will either win on points or stop.
Who are you calling for?
You know what? I've been calling for Dubois to win. I think Dubois...
Is that because you think he can win, or is it because you want him to win?
I think, no, you know, Oleksandr Usyk and I got on really well. He gave me his jacket once. Yeah, he gave me a coat. It was nice. It was nice of me.
You might ask for that back, mate.
No, I gave it to my dad. My dad won't give me it back. I think he's going to sell it soon. I just think it's about timing, really. Oleksandr Usyk, nearing 40. He's not physically... He's not a heavyweight. I don't think he's a heavyweight at all. I think he's still...
Despite beating legitimate heavyweights like Tyson Fury,
yeah,
who are real
I don't think he's a heavy. I really don't. I think he could do cruiserweight still now. I just think it's the timing. Daniel Dubois is getting better and better all the time. And I just think this is the right time for Daniel Dubois to beat Usyk.
Stop Dubois late if the Brit tries to push too hard. The rematch has also drawn the attention of current fighters. Terence Crawford, a 2-weight undisputed world champion, didn't hesitate when asked for his prediction. He picked Usyk to win again and dismissed the controversy from their first fight, particularly the debated 5th-round body shot from Dubois that was ruled a low blow. That moment didn't change anything, Crawford said. Usyk was never in real danger.
Maybe because when he was fighting him the first time, he was careful. He was smarter. He knew, he was very cagey, thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna expect. I'm fighting the best ever, you know what I mean? In Usyk, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. But now, because he might be overconfident, or he might think, I've got his number, I know how to beat him, and he opens up a little bit more, he'll end up getting caught more, he might get hurt more. Might be an easier fight for Usyk.
He's going to repeat what he did the first time. However, not everyone sees it that way. British heavyweight Dave Allen, who has sparred with both men, is siding with Dubois. Allen believes the younger fighter's timing and confidence have dramatically improved, and that Usyk's time as a top heavyweight may be running out. Usyk is great, no doubt, Allen said.
Usyk was a lucky man. Timing was right for him. That's all I can say about that. What's done's done, but let me tell you, good luck to Oleksandr Usyk. You know, he deserves to stay champion for a long time, but again, he's going to go on too long. And I just see now Daniel Dubois becoming a multi-belt champion soon, because how many fights you got in you? You come up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, you got these big men banging away at you. He's only got to walk into one And the bar's up for it, and he's on a good win over Anthony Joshua. He had a good fight with the American Miller, you know, and at the end of the day, I just think it's a young man's game and anything can happen, but you could well see a new champion in Wembley soon.
But he's not a natural heavyweight, and he's starting to show signs of slowing down. Dubois has the edge now. Amir Khan added another layer of analysis, acknowledging Dubois' rising danger level, but warning that confidence can be a double-edged sword. In the first fight, Dubois was more cautious, and it kept him competitive. If he comes in too aggressive this time, Usyk's ring IQ will expose him, Khan said. It could actually be an easier night for Usyk if Dubois overcommits. Meanwhile, John Fury, Tyson's father, unsurprisingly has a different view. He believes Usyk is no longer the same fighter after back-to-back battles with his son. He's taken too much punishment, Fury Sr. said. He's aging fast. Dubois only needs one shot to end it. This is the perfect moment for him. Shannon Briggs strongly disagrees. It's not about power, it's about brains.
I think he's shown that he can overcome difficult times in fights now. And I think the victory over Anthony Joshua is going to propel his confidence levels to an all-time high. So I think he's well in this fight. I think he's a super dangerous challenger. And he'll go into it with a lot of belief. But I believe that belief will get shrunk. As the rounds pass and as the shots start getting landed on him, the questions will be asked of him again. Oleksandr Usyk will be victorious. I'm going Usyk again, and I think by late stoppage, if not points.
Stoppage?
I think he can stop him. Yeah, I just think he figures it out. It's what his mindset and the frequency he's on is a different level to everybody else. It's like this guy's gone up against a 6'9" monster in Tyson Fury and figured him out.
Yeah.
This guy's gone up against one of the biggest punches in boxing in Anthony Joshua and figured him out twice. He's already beaten Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a big, strong guy. Immense power. I give him all the credit in the world. And he's overcome many demons, but he hasn't shown us yet that he can get this job done over 12 rounds. And I just don't see him stopping Oleksandr.
Briggs said. The former world champion is firmly in Usyk's corner, citing the Ukrainian's intelligence, composure, and adaptability as the keys to victory. He's not the biggest, not the strongest, but he's the smartest. That's what wins fights. Tony Bellew, who faced Usyk in 2018, also backed his former opponent. Bellew said Dubois has improved and now poses more of a threat, but he doesn't believe the outcome will change. Dubois mentally checked out in their first fight under pressure, Bellew recalled. Usyk will take control in the later rounds. That's where he shines. Prince Nassim Hamed, however, is leaning toward an upset. The flamboyant former featherweight champion sees something in Dubois that others may be overlooking. In particular, he points to the controversial fifth-round shot that floored Usyk, regardless of whether it was legal, as a rare moment of vulnerability. That showed Usyk can be rattled, Hamed said. Dubois has the power and now the discipline to finish the job. Hamed believes that with the right game plan, Dubois could overwhelm Usyk and score a career-defining win. If he stays aggressive but smart, he can dominate this fight. With so many conflicting opinions and storylines, the July 19th rematch at Wembley is shaping up to be one of the biggest heavyweight showdowns in recent years. Whether Usyk reaffirms his supremacy or Dubois ushers in a new era, one thing is certain. The heavyweight division is alive with drama, danger, and the promise of something unforgettable.